what's going on. So I just wanted to get on this Sunday and say hi and see how everybody's doing. How are you spending your day? Now I am thinking of where to go next. Where should I travel to next? I would love to hear from all of you all. Where should I travel to? My thoughts are like going and spending a few months in a new destination, learning about the place, and just, exploring it and living in it like that would be my home for a few months. So what do you think is a good place for that? I'd love to hear what you'll think. And this is my work area where I do my readings, where I do my therapy sessions online, and also with my clients. Welcome. Who's here? Say hello. Say hello. And I have my setup here. And yeah, this is where I do my online work and my in-person work as well. Who's over here? Hello, Rishabh. How are you? How's your day going? And where are you? Where are you? So yeah, so that's just a little introduction. This is a painting done by my mother. She's an amazing artist, you see? Yeah, just sharing a little bit here and there. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out any recommendations as to where I should travel to next. Rishabh, where have you traveled to in the world? What's your favorite place? Do you have one? And how is your day going? What did you do today? Ah, I see. Nice. How's the weather in Delhi? Is it still good or is it really hot now? I'm just walking around and so where are your favorite places in the world? And like where is it safe, for women to travel to? And just not be worried, because I do think about that. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's my mother's art. She's an artist. And yeah, she's an amazing artist. So I keep telling her to make paintings for me as well. That's my like treasure, and I also do, let me show you one of mine. That is one of my artworks. I'm also an artist and a professional photographer, so I create art out of my photos. So that particular one, it's a photo that I took in, thank you, in Thailand, and it was this beautiful statue which I just found like on this pillar on the road, just on this random road, and it had like see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And in this one they were like, and they also have one more which is what was it? It was see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil, and think no evil. And that's so beautiful. When I went to a temple recently, when I was in Bangkok, I went to the Wat Saket, and over there were statues of the four, and I thought that was so amazing. Like I always knew the three, which was see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, but they have a fourth one which is think no evil. And yeah, so this statue, I took a photo of all sides and I made art out of it, and it really turned out very, very beautiful and very soothing. And then there's another one here. This is actually of Mumbai. Let me turn it around. See, this is another art piece of mine. This is in Colaba, you know, right next to the yacht club where that piece juts out. So I took a photo of it and then I created this art out of it. And, you know, I've had several exhibitions of that, sold a lot of this art. What's the medium? Well, this actually, like I said, it's a photograph which I took, and then I went and worked on it graphically. And so this is actually a combination. It's mixed media. It's a combination of photography and graphic design. So that's what I did. I mixed the two. And even the previous one that you saw, it's the same type of artwork. It's a lot of fun. I love making art like that. It's so much fun. And what do you do, Rishabh? What do you do? We put off all these fans over here. It is so hot. Like, I'm in Mumbai. It is so hot. Let me show you this beautiful piece that I bought. I bought this how many years ago now? I think around 23 years ago. And see how beautiful it is. This one also I got from Bangkok. And this time when I went, I didn't really see things like this. Look how beautiful it is. And there's my angel from Athens. Again, I bought her many years ago, like when I was flying with Emirates. And my flatmate used to say, you know, either we're going to live in this house or all your things are going to live in this house. So, because everywhere I went, every flight I went on, I bought so many things. I think I'm going to close the windows because, that's tough. Because you get mosquitoes, you know. And you don't want to get bitten by mosquitoes. But they love me, let me tell you. I will be your mosquito repellent. If you're sitting with me in a room and there are mosquitoes, you're safe. Yep. The details on that status. What status? I don't know. Statue, right? Isn't it just stunning? Yeah. Travels. Yeah, I mean, of course, I love traveling within India, so I'm open to both within India or abroad as well. I must say I'm not a hoarder. Like, that was it. I'm more like a collector. I can let go of stuff quite easily now. Like, I can just give it away. I don't hoard things because I feel like if someone else can benefit from it and I haven't used it, I just give it away. But yeah, I do. I'm a sucker for beautiful things. And when I was flying with Emirates, I used to like fly all over the world, literally all over the world. I can't even count how many countries and cities I've been to. And whenever we went back when I was flying, we'd get like 3 days in Paris, 3 days in Sydney, 3 days in. So we'd get enough time to really enjoy, you know. It wasn't like that. It's not like that now. Now it's like 24 hours, you know. When you're flying, you have to like get back on that flight and get back to work. So, yeah. So anyone have any recommendations for me as to where to fly to now? And I love to travel. Traveling is one of the most beautiful avenues for opening up your mind, self-discovery. Northeast, yeah, I haven't traveled. I haven't been to that side. I definitely want to. Like, I want to go maybe to Shillong or go to one of those places. Definitely, yeah, that's a great suggestion. Thank you for that suggestion. Yeah, so how are you all doing? Like, how's everybody feeling? What's going on with your lives? I just wanted to say a few words on disappointment. Like, if you've been disappointed about something, in your life, or you were expecting a certain result and you didn't get that result, or um, you were hoping for something and it didn't happen. Like, sometimes it can wear you down. Sometimes you can start feeling really, really disheartened. All I want to say today is, don't let that define you. Don't let that become something that will pull you down. Feel your feelings, let them go, but then keep moving forward. Have your focus on your life ahead of you, because you have so much. And just by noticing all that you have, by being grateful for all that you have, you can shift the frequency. You don't have to stay in a frequency of loss. You can change that frequency for your life. And I'm sorry if you've gone through a loss, or you have been disappointed. It's hard. Like, it's not easy, right? It's hard when you want something and it doesn't work out. But the point is, just understand that you are so much more than the circumstance. You are so much more than whatever is happening in your life right now. You are an infinite source of infinite potential, and you can choose to be on a path of, like, solution oriented, or you can drown in that situation. So feel your feelings and let them go, and don't drown in it. Don't stay there. Definitely get up and claim your power. Understand your worth, your value, who you are, and yeah, and know that you are worthy and you are beautiful. And no matter what happened, that's just one result. That's just one thing that happened. Don't let it define you, and don't let it be the forecast for your days into the future, or for your life, because you are greater than that situation. You are greater than that thing. And yeah, that was my message today for all my channels. Because when you experience something like that, like when I experienced that, um, that's what I did. I just decided to focus on the good, and to also be equanimous in my response to it. Like, don't be extreme. You're most welcome. You're most welcome, Rishabh. Don't be extreme in the way you perceive things, handle things. Like, you are always in charge of how you're going to allow yourself to be in that moment, because our mind can take us all places. We need to channel it, train it in the right direction, all the while knowing that anything that you want, you've got to be willing to have failures at. And I don't like to say failure. It's not a failure. It's just, it happens to be something that happened. So look at the bigger picture of your life. Look at the bigger picture of the situation. A lot of things sometimes are just not in our control. We have to let go of those things, and the things that are in our control. I know this is like very cliched. A million people say this and it's been said, but it couldn't be more true. Just gather yourself and bring yourself into a state of acceptance of this moment, and also a vision of the future. Don't let your vision go. Don't let your hope or faith on yourself go, even if you had a setback right now. Let your vision, let your momentum that was there, let it keep going forward. Don't let it, don't make yourself, like, put yourself in a place where you give up. Don't give up. Keep going forward. Keep moving on, baby. Keep doing your thing. Keep believing in yourself. Because you deserve to. You deserve to believe in yourself. And if no matter who believes in you or doesn't believe in you, you believe in you. Because nobody is going to do that for you the way you can do it for yourself. Am I right? Yeah? Just have so much faith in yourself and have trust that you will do it, you can do it, and also have an action plan. It's always it's very helpful to have an action plan. So, amen to that, right, Rishabh? Believe in yourself and have an action plan, like have a backup plan. If this didn't work out, okay, what am I going to do? I'm not going to sit and wallow in this. What is the solution? If there isn't a solution, at least gear your whole mind and your being towards being solution oriented so that your energy is going in that direction. It is not going in the opposite direction. Don't make it harder for yourself. Don't defeat yourself first. The defeat doesn't happen from the outside, it happens inside of us. Oh, I need a tissue. So don't defeat yourself. Like, excuse me, I need a tissue. 1 minute. Where are the tissues? Tissue. I don't know why my nose is leaking all of a sudden. Oh, okay. Here we go. Right. That was strange. It was like my eye suddenly started watering, and can you see my eyes watering? This eye. And my nose started watering. I don't know what that means. Anyway, so like I was saying, don't defeat yourself. And if you're liking this, do give me a like, Rishabh, so that, maybe, I guess it encourages the algorithm to see this video or to share it with other people. And I don't know, are you a subscriber? No pressure. If you want to be, you can. If you don't want to be, that's fine too, but wonderful. Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. So welcome, whoever else is here. I'm so happy to have you all here with me. So yeah, don't defeat yourself, okay? Be your own cheerleader, be your own, like, best friend, be your own confidant, be your own adorer. Because sometimes it's challenging in life. Like, life can get really challenging, right? It can, when things don't work out for a long period in your life, you can start believing that that's your destiny. I want you to, like, think of your destiny. Think of what you believed you were destined for. Like, I don't know about you, but at a very young age, I knew what I was destined for. I knew I was here to help people. I knew I was here to heal others and also heal myself. That was my purpose, and it came with me. It was like embedded deeply in my soul. But a lot of people, and you know what happens, like, you forget what your purpose was. Like, maybe you knew it when you were younger and you forget. You stumbled across my channel and you thought it was thought-provoking. So you wrote a TED talk in your... Oh, it was you who wrote. Oh, I see. Thank you so much. How sweet of you to take the time and write such a detailed message. I was going to respond to it, but I wanted to respond to it thoughtfully and not just like, randomly. But thank you. How sweet of you to write all those things. Yes, that's very sweet of you. Very sweet of you. And thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. That's very, very kind. Very kind, Rishabh. But the reason I share all these things, you know, like I'm a very private person actually, and I made up my mind. I kind of decided that I'm not going to just hide, like through my life, like just hide myself and go through what I'm going through and not share it with the world, because I know that there are millions, if not billions, of people who feel the same way that I do. And if I can do anything to help others to feel more supported or feel like they're not alone in their loneliness or in their like struggles or in their whatever it is, and they can see that clearly that it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, how you're born, where you're born, we all go through struggles and challenges and you know, times in our lives which are really difficult. And with it's also a choice, to be very honest with you. Like, I don't know about you all, but if I wanted to, I could be out every day with different people. I could be like going to one party and going here, going there. It's not that those options aren't there for me, but they don't suit me. Like, I don't want to be in that company. I don't want to be in those environments. Does that make sense? And so what happens is you end up being isolated because it doesn't align with you. It doesn't align with what you want in your life now. You know, I was never a big drinker, to be honest. Never liked alcohol, never liked any of those things. But where I live does not, like, certain places don't align with your being, and you need, that's why I'm looking and asking you all where to live. Like, where should I go and live? Even if it's not permanently, at least temporarily, where do I go and live? Because some places are not conducive to your spirit or your soul, and you don't feel connected to them. Like the city that I was born in, you know, in Mumbai, I have never felt connected to it. I've never felt like I belong here. I've never felt like this is my home. Even though my home is here, I've never felt at home here. Does anyone else feel like that? And I have tried to, like, I've left several times. I lived in Dubai. I was a flight attendant for 5 years. I lived there for 5 years, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I thrived over there. You know, I had wonderful friends. I had a beautiful career that I loved and enjoyed. I saw the world. But then things happened where I was so tired, I just couldn't do it anymore, right? Because it's very physically demanding. And you're awake at night, right? You don't sleep. All the flights are at night. And so my body clock to this day, I'm still I'm still like that. Like, I can't sleep properly at night. My body just shifted. It's like it's awake at night and then I sleep more in the daytime. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't know, where did I start? Yeah, so it's a choice sometimes. Like, yeah, I stopped drinking. Like, even if I did drink at one point because I didn't like it here so much, I used to go out and I used to drink, and um, it never fulfilled my soul. I always felt empty, and I was like, and I know everybody. It's not that I don't know people. I know everybody. But are any of those people my true friends? Like, can I call them up in the middle of the night and say, I need you, help me? No, I can't. I really can't. And that's the honest truth. And I'm not interested in sugarcoating things and pretending that I'm something that I'm not. I want to be 100% honest. And it can be very challenging when you don't have a single person to call, at least where you are, where you live. I mean, I do have those people other parts of the world. But then what happens is, over time, you know, they have their families, they have different priorities, and I'm the kind of person who has a difficult time asking for help. I don't know if you're like that, but I find it very hard to reach out to anybody to ask for help, because I grew up having to be strong and help myself, you know, and take care of myself. What did you say? You get that? Not being part of socially mainstream things like party and alcohol, maybe. Yeah, yeah, exactly. The options are very limited here, right? So once I stopped doing that, once I stopped drinking, and that whole part of my life kind of was gone. And even if I went out to parties and everybody else was kind of drunk, and I could only take it for a little while, like, because I like meaningful conversations. I like depth. I like there to be a good energy, you know, a good vibration when you're engaged in a conversation with somebody. I like things to have meaning. I don't want to have inane conversations and just like have no clue what anybody said the next day, you know, been there, done that. And it didn't satisfy my soul. And I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in like sitting with you, whoever you may be in my life, and just, you know, you can just sit with people who you really vibe with, you get along. You can just sit there and do absolutely nothing and yet have the most fulfilling and beautiful time. Do you know what I mean? Like it's effortless. So that's what I seek in my life today. I am not trying anymore to show the world a picture. Not that I ever did, actually. It's very difficult because another thing about me is that I am like brutally honest, and it is what you see, you know, is what you get. I'm not trying to be anything else. I have my good qualities, I have my bad qualities, and I completely and totally love myself as I am. But yeah, so this is just like me without any plan, just going for it and chatting and talking. But if you're in that place as well and you feel like it's tough, you know, to relate, or like when you stop drinking and that whole set of friends go away, or not, because you know, you can still kind of hang out with them if you want, but it's just a different scene for you in your life. So it transitions. We go through different transitions in our lives depending on where you're at, what your focus is now in your journey. And yeah, absolutely. And Rishabh, I'm a life navigation coach, so I help others to come through their difficulties and to guide them in the right direction. And it's, I believe, being vulnerable, you know, as a human being is one of the greatest and most positive gifts you can have to be able to help other people. Because if you're pretending to know it all and to be it all, then you're stuck. Then you're never going to grow, you know. It is because of the journeys that I have struggled through in my own life. And that's what I do. I'm solution oriented. I'm like, okay, this is going on in my life. How do I move forward? What do I do with it? Having said that, sometimes the answers are not that clear. Sometimes you've got to work through it. But that's life. Like you said, acceptance. We've just got to be in a state of equanimity no matter what you're going through in your life. If you can be in the center of your being through whatever it is, and you can still be your greatest supporter, you can then get through life with grace, and you can get through life. You can get through life, basically, because life can be quite challenging, right? It's not some cakewalk. All right, it's not some cakewalk. It's a thing. You've got to handle it. So I'm still learning, still working at it, still constantly helping myself and helping others through what I have learned. So Mr. Time doesn't stop when you're getting old. You're not getting old, you're getting more experienced, you're getting smarter, you're getting wiser, you're getting, you know, only the body ages, okay? Honestly, your soul is eternally youthful. Your soul is always a young child. And never forget that. Never forget that you are that beautiful, innocent source of light, of beauty, of innocence, of joy, of delight, you know. The child within you, remember to keep that child awake. You know, I went through a period in my life where it was it was very challenging, very tough, and I'd come to a breaking point in my life. And I went and did something called Vipassana. And up to that point, my life had been quite traumatic. I mean, I didn't have an easy life up to that point, and I was taught to just like, all right, this happened, now forget about it, move forward. Nothing was actually addressed. My pain was never addressed. I was never like, oh my gosh, that was really traumatic. It hurt me deeply. I went through so much pain. I had so much loss. And so what I would do was like, oh, this happened, I'm fine, move on, I'm fine, move on. That is not a healthy thing to do, because it accumulates in yourself, in your body, and then you crash, you know. So I came to the point where it was make or break, and Vipassana is a very challenging thing to do. I mean, whoever's done it knows, right? And some people do it like I don't know, they do it hundreds of times, but I've only done it once. Anyway, I'm a girl of luxury. I like my luxury, all right? I don't like roughing it out. I don't like to live in uncomfortable circumstances. Now, I had to go to this ashram in Igatpuri. It's the main ashram for, Vipassana. And when I got there, I was put in a room which was literally just like, I don't know, it was tiny, and there was just like cement, okay? And there was one rubber mattress. Not even rubber, it was like, I don't know what it was very thin, it didn't have any cushioning, and that was it, okay? And there was a bathroom which was filthy. I mean, it was disgusting, and that room was infested with creatures, all right? Vipassana, is it where we don't talk? Exactly. You don't talk for 11 days, 10 days complete silence. I think it comes to around 11 days. And you also meditate from 4 in the morning to 9 o'clock at night. And your last meal of the day, you eat your breakfast, your lunch, and then you get a banana and some kurmura, and that's it. So it was like my soul was like, I don't care what you like or you don't like, whether you are interested in roughing it out or not. Either you do this or you die, So I went and I did that, and all the pain that was stored in my being up to that point, which I hadn't dealt with or hadn't resolved or hadn't even acknowledged, just poured out of me. It literally, I relived my entire life. It wasn't like a memory. It wasn't like, oh, I remember this. And things that I didn't even know that I knew or remembered came back to me every moment. And I released a lot of my pain, a lot of my karma, which had accumulated. And then I was, a lot of healing happened for me because I let go of so much of that pain. So I don't remember why I started talking about Vipassana, but I recommend it to everybody. Go and do it. Go and do it. It is life altering. I want to go and do it again. I have to muster up the strength to go and do it, because they even tell you that, like, if you want to run away in 3 days, that's not a good idea, because it's like a surgery. You're open. You're on that operating table. This is an operation of your inner world, of your soul, and don't walk off that table with everything exposed. You've got to stick through it and finish it. And so I did that, and it was life altering. Wow. So that was quite a whatever came through, whatever I spoke about. But I want to build this community with all of y'all, and let's all chat about what's going on, and let's see where I travel to next. I will try and document that. I do want to document that. But I find, when I'm documenting the journey, then I'm not there. I'm not enjoying it myself. So I'm going to take days to really enjoy the journey myself, and then share the rest of it with you all as well. That's the plan. And always have some purpose in front of you. It doesn't have to be monetarily, like something that gives you money or, just do something that gives you a sense of hope, that gives you a sense of purpose, that makes you happy when you do it. If you're feeling like you're lost in your life, just choose something that you really love and start doing it today. Don't do it for anything, just do it for yourself and be fully immersed in it and enjoy it. Like, I love my photography. I'm a professional photographer, and I love it. I mean, I'd do it anyway. It's something I enjoy. And right now, my focus is mainly on coaching and on intuitive therapy. So it's important. Like, I'm going to start doing a few more shoots. I'm going to just start like doing more creative stuff, because being creative really lifts your mood and shifts your energy field and shifts your frequency. Do I still work with the airlines? Or no, Rishabh, I left that. I don't know, how many years has it been? 20, no, sorry, not 20, 2005. It's been many years since I flew with Emirates, and I was there for 5 years. So, yeah, do the math. That's how many years I haven't flown. Ever since then, I told you, like, I was a professional photographer for many years, and I've always been trained. I studied psychology. I did my IB in psychology. I'm also a certified counselor. So that I've been doing forever, but now my main focus is mainly on that, mainly on coaching and on intuitive therapy and life navigation. So yeah, I don't think I've put the link in this. I'm going to put the link properly so that if anyone wants to book a session with me, wants help in their lives, they can do that. And I have like multiple reviews, 5-star reviews on, Airbnb also has online experiences. I don't know if you all know that. A lot of people don't know that. They have homes, but they have online experiences, and I have a few online experiences there where you can see my reviews. I have over 1,000 reviews, 5-star reviews on my coaching and on my tarot. I read tarot as well. And I do corporate groups. So I do these sessions I've done them for several Fortune 100 and 500 companies. And I've done it. Yeah, it's so much fun. We have such a ball, and it's also enlightening. It's great for team building. Like, everyone, the feedback that I've gotten from all these companies, like, I've had Google has booked my session for their teams, I don't know how many times, lots and lots of times. Salesforce, Pfizer, Microsoft, Instamart, Instagram, Meta, all these companies have booked my experience several times on Airbnb. So, well, thank you very much, Rishabh. I am 48, but that is just a number, honestly. In my soul, I'm always going to be like a child. I'm always going to have that child within me. And that's how I operate. And also, I guess it helps that I never had any children or never got married, because that takes away a whole lot of responsibility. Because being a mother is probably the most challenging, difficult, and like, you're holding somebody's life in your hands, and that is your job, to like make sure they grow up well, that they are nurtured and loved and fed, and I don't know, a million things. And I don't have my own children, but I know from seeing my niece and my nephews growing up that it is the most difficult job in the world. And so that responsibility I never had. And so that probably contributes to me not looking 48. I don't know. Having said that, there are a lot of mothers who are gorgeous, who are fit, and you wouldn't know their age either. So my respect to all of you. However you look, it doesn't matter. It's how you feel within. Just feel good. Feel good. Feel happy internally. That is true. It is quite difficult. Rishabh, do you have children? I don't know if that's the secret, but maybe that would help. But yeah, it's just a number for me. I think, no, you know, my grandmother, she was 80, I mean, well into her 80s, she was still a youthful being. It didn't matter how old she was. She could relate to all ages. And you know, don't put labels on people. Like, this bothers me, you know, this person is an elderly person, or this person is a, I don't know, whatever. Don't put labels on people. See their soul. Don't become so attached to society's labels on how a person should behave at what age or who they are according to their age. It's rubbish. Like, look through it into their soul. Every being is different, and you could be friends with an 80-year-old, you could be friends with a 10-year-old, you could be friends with a, I don't know, any age. It's your soul that connects. So I don't limit myself, and don't limit yourself or others either. Be open to everyone, and don't go with this fixed idea of, oh, this person is this age, so this is the way they are going to be. No, 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 no. And I'm sure people, like, people, I don't know, you tell me if you're of an older generation, like if you're in your 60s, 70s, how do you feel? How do you want to be treated? Like, do you want to be treated as an adult? Most certainly don't want to be. I want to be treated as a human being, just as I am, and be related to and communicated with just as I am, not my age, not my how I look, whether I look 80 or I look 30 or whatever. Just relate to my being. All right, I've rambled on enough. This is enough. But anyway, thank you so much, Rishabh, for being here. Do you have children? Yeah, I didn't hear that. And um, how old are you? Not that it matters, but anyway. Yeah. Wherever you are in your life, just give yourself a break, give yourself some love, and give others some love. You're in your mid-20s. Nice. Okay, lovely. Right. You said you love photography, didn't you? You said you love photography. Yeah. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me there. It is Shilpa_Mukherjee_photography. And if you look at the spelling of Mukherjee, it's on my channel's name. And you can follow me there for my photography. If you want to follow me for my tarot, my coaching, it is Tarot by SM. TAROTBYSM. Okay? Alrighty, now I shall take your leave and have a beautiful rest of the evening, day, whatever time it is for you. And I shall chat with you all again another time, and maybe in another destination. Who knows? We shall see. Okay, take care. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Bye.